Welcome to day 545 of the journey begins. Doesn't look like that command worked. So we're going to have to play around with. Yeah, if we run the test, it works. So I don't know if it's limited to me as a user or something else. But anyway, we are day 545 of the journey begins. Yeah. Good to be here. We're at Inkwood in the ravine, carving that out today. So I get our monitoring stuff set up. Chat. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. And everything looks to be up and good right now. So, starting a few minutes earlier than usual. I think we just need to plan on whatever time I want to start, setting things up about a half hour before that. So we're going to do about an hour's worth of mining, give or take. Gather the stone, drop some off, fill up our shulker boxes, take that back to Inkwood, and go from there. Because we do need to get some more writing and other projects done today. We did not get to our Planet Crafter stream yesterday. And we probably won't be able to squeeze that in today, given that we have a couple other appointments today. So we're going to try to maybe squeeze that in tomorrow. If we don't get it in tomorrow, then we're just going to cancel this week's second Planet Crafter and get back to it on Sunday. And with that, we'll get back to some mining here. Because we're still working on chapter 18 outline for the story that we're building here. Also working on a second story to kind of do the same philosophy that we have here, same practice, to have a couple projects to bounce between. Not so many that we can't get them done, but I think 2 is a good amount in the case of the book projects. Oh, thank you for the like, Adu. Appreciate it. Welcome in. I need to get a better monitor for the tech stuff. The OBS plugin shows things quickly and then they disappear. Watching them in TikTok, they stick around. Apologies if I miss anybody's but appreciate any and all support. And yeah, the second story is nothing to do with the world here, and likely won't be a world that we build here. Just something to have something different to use as a distraction when we get stuck on something. But still hoping to have something out by November. which is another reason going with the second story, so we can keep the first story going, but given that it will be longer and uh, ideally a little bit more in depth. The second story will be a shorter, still a novel, but shorter. Something that we can get done in the time frame that we've set. Something that a professional could probably do in a month, but not being a professional will take us a couple months, but still doable. A real professional could probably do it in a week, but nonetheless, it's something that I think we can do in that time frame. So we did do a little bit of mining here off stream last night. So given the scale of some of these projects and the resource gathering, we're not doing a lot of that, or we're not doing 100% on stream because there won't be much missed. Anything that comes to like actual building or some farm designs, we might experiment offline, but then we'll do the actual building on stream. Particularly since we're still at kind of the hour stream length, like between the hour and 2 hours. We'd still probably do some offline, even if we got to the 3-hour mark, just because of the number of projects and scale. But if you want to help us get there, you can help spread the word. But entirely at your discretion. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you like the storyback builds, stick around. And if you really like them, you can share them out. I think we're close to 350 followers on TikTok with our first milestone goal of 500 and our next milestone of 1,000. Trying to get to 70 and affiliate on Twitch. Let's go. Oh, got a few up here to go. Now we can go through this one. So this process of segmenting some of these sections out and then taking them down, kind of the same method that we were using in the garden temple, I like. I don't know that it's actually faster, but it feels faster. And then we're still building up some gunpowder so that we can try something different over on the east side. Is it east? No, north side. All right. Pull this down and back this a couple times. So this is what, got 2 there and at least 3 here. So that's 5. Oh, we got some slime coming in. Okay. We're trying to collect the diorite and dirt to take back to Overmorrow. And we had the Dyson ring idea in the end, which I'm still going to more or less build that, but I think we might expand on it and make the Dyson ring kind of a less of a space station and more of a structure that generates the world. So we'll add like dirt and basically treat it like a super flat world kind of idea, but instead of that, there's just nothing. And we're building the world from scratch. Right, and then that will give us, we'll have one lower level project per world, and then we'll have one evergreen project in the overworld and one in the end. Yeah, in the end. I don't know if we'll do anything in the nether. I mean, if we have a good cause for one, then we can do that, but I don't want to create an evergreen project there just for the sake of it. I mean, I guess it could be evergreen and like maybe building other smaller cities around. I mean, that could be an idea. But I mean, I want to be careful with that because the idea of Haven's End was to have a kind of a safe place hidden in time. Not so much where villages that are expanding from that place. I mean, I guess maybe we could do something where if the other ones are sufficiently small, then that one could serve as like the protection and how do we get up there? The smaller cities or smaller villages exist, and then they find their way to Haven's End for the safety. I don't know how the other people would get there, so that's something we have to think about. Oh. Alright, so let's see if we can find a way up here. There we go. Try not to use too many of our rockets while we're down here, just to get out, basically. Okay. Oh, that's the back. This is the front. Okay. Oh, so we should have gone this way. Oh, right. And we already had the staircase over here, so that's good. But that section is down, so now we can move on to another one. Just drop off some materials here so that we can and then this is going to be for the hopper is going to be for our skeleton spawner, so I don't want that on us right now. And not concerned about just the so let's do this. Right, that takes care of that. Okay, good. Now we can take care of this piece here. take out this little section here and then go from there. We'll just keep evaluating. Oh, okay. Which section to work on next? And where to put torches so that when night comes, we don't have as many spawns and the stream doesn't look too bad. So I think we'll make pretty good progress today. So, well, I don't want to put too much time bounding on it because I'd like to say that we get or work on the other, the south side, no, the north side next month, so in a couple days, but I don't think we'll get this done in a couple days. And I mean, we have enough TNT, we could probably get the other side done in a month. So a month plus whatever it takes to get the rest of this down. From now here, it's about, what, 90 blocks to bedrock? All right, so now we can cut through here and take this out. But we should probably put something in this corner too. And that way things look a little better on stream and a little safer. And as we mentioned before, we have the happy gas docked, saddled, whatever term we want to use for the happy gas. And Inkwood proper at the top of the ravine. And I think it'd be a great tool for finishing, not as in completing, but as in texturing the ravine. Because once we're on it and we can go up and down to do that, I think that will make things easier. But things that require getting on and off the happy gas, like we're done here, like riding it up and then riding it back down, doesn't work for dynamic projects like this where we're trying to build something and then move on. If we wanted an elevator or something, we could probably do that and it would be fine. But in our case, going up and down while we're building something isn't an ideal case, and you being on top of it, it can't really dig down easily. So I think the happy gas is a good tool for either finishing or working on like the bottoms of sky cities. I don't know what kind of mob you could have or other tool. That would allow you to maybe dig down. Because you can carry boats and stuff under the happy gas, but you wouldn't be able to control it from there. So it would have to be like a two-person thing, if that even worked. And if you're on a single player realm, then that's just not an option. And with that, I don't know that a balloon would then work because it would feel kind of the same. Not that I think that's necessarily a bad thing. And you wouldn't want something like you have a light tray to move around, but a light tray isn't for building. And I think the gas is some level of building and a good tool for kind of checking a view from different angles easily without having to spend too much time going up and down hills and whatnot to see different angles that it might look at. Okay, so we'll cut this piece down last, since that's where our chest is. So I don't know what kind of tool. Oh, thank you for the follow. How's the Tuesday treating you? And do you play any Minecraft or any other games lately? My typical schedule is Minecraft. Where's he at? Almost tails. So one of our cats has decided to join us. But anyway, back to the gaming. Typical schedule is Minecraft every day, Satisfactory Friday and Saturday, Planet Crafter Sunday and Monday, although we missed yesterday's Planet Crafter. We're going to try to squeeze that in Monday this week, or just push it off until the normal Sunday. And considering a kind of wild card day, maybe Wednesday. I don't know when we would implement that, but considering that. Okay. And on the docket for that, we have games like Stardew Valley, a little to the left, or a little to the right. One of those. A little to the left. Sorry, I was right the first time. So in that kind of cozy kind of gameplay. So always open to adding to that list. I don't know that we'd be able to play everything that everyone might suggest, but I think it's good to have some options to choose from. Things that we already have are going to be prioritized higher. All right, so what do we want to do here? So trying to look at a good cutoff point to section off this piece. So if we do that, well, let's just do it over here. So if we so that needs to be all taken down. But this side, maybe we'll just do it as one big block and just it won't be rectangular or square. Right, so we'll just do something like this. If we do that, this will be our line then. So let's cut this through. That's going to come out over there. So this will help us line this off, and then we can, yeah, that cut over. Now we can come over here and just take this little piece down, and then we'll have something that's a little bit more square. Right, so that fits there. Okay. Perfect. Cut this. And then we'll take out a bunch of flaming zombies falling from the sky. All right, so let's get rid of all of this. Okay. Okay, so that's good there. Okay. Where is this? That's we don't need to go too far under that. Wait. So we'll clear this out here. So get this piece done. I think that's about 30 down there. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, now we can get our dirt. We'll need to drop off some stuff. Okay. Looks like we're about full, but I think that more or less follows that wall, and it's okay if it doesn't because we can um, have it. We want it roughed up anyway. So that looks pretty good there. And then this is our line here that we want to bring it down to. So we'll get out this little piece here, drop off some stuff, and then we'll go explore that cave a little bit up there. Try to prevent some mobs from spawning on us. Right, so let's put some stuff in here. Okay, so is that good? Can we... Oop, dirt stuff can go in here because we'll grab this on the way out. Okay. I think this is probably full too. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need another one. Okay. Oh, we did start something over there too, didn't we? Wow. All right. That stuff in there. Oh, did we... Oh, well, I still hear the audio, and it looks like we're up. TikTok still, so okay. Whoosh. Okay. That gets us there. Okay, so we got a ravine here. What is that? I don't know how you got TNT back here unless you stole it and then kind of wandered over here somehow. But on the plus side, this serves as a nice little barrier. To keep the uh, zombies trapped because they'll get stuck in the stream. So if we need to escape, we can head out this way. Oh, that's lava coming through the water. So I don't remember that kind of plant. Oh, yeah. Oh, so he's stuck. So that's good. Uh, Right, so is that good there? Okay. That looks like a very deep hole. And we're not going to explore that right now, but it's good to know that that's there, actually. We could just drop a bunch of this there. Okay. Looks like it doesn't go very far down. Or it doesn't go as far as we thought anyway. Okay. Oh, but there's some cave up there. Okay. Um, let's do Insight. Right, and then we'll kind of cut our way up here. Okay. We don't have any. Do we have any? We have sticks, but we don't have any coal on us. Well, we have coal blocks, but we don't have any loose coal. Did we put that? Oh, we put that on that side, so let's get rid of that. A little bit distracted off of our main course here. But I think it's good to get this lit up and see what's down here. So that doesn't look like there's too much in here. There's some glow lichen up there, but doesn't look like there's too much spawnable space up there, which is good. We can fall down there, but it doesn't look like there's much paving here. We can explore that later if we need to. Lava provides light there. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. Right, just exit our cave and there we go. Back to daylight. Okay, so now here's our line. So it's right here. Let's cut our line through, cut the bottom, cut our height down to about 35, and then we can work from bottom up. And that way we generally don't have to do as much tool switching because gravel will fall. And then we can just, we don't have to take the gravel down layer by layer. We can just take it down all at once when it falls. Something like this where we get it to fall while we're through this. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. How much farther are we going? Is it here? Is this? Yes, that looks like we're at the edge of the wall there. So we'll do this. So clear out some of the gravel here, and then we'll cut through the other side. See what that looks like. Yeah, and this is why we're cutting it down because we're 30, but we can only go. What? So this is 30. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I guess we wouldn't have to really cut it down to 35 necessarily, but it does make things easy. So. the explosion of light from the other side. Let's put some torches at the corners here. Okay. And now we can see that this is sectioned off. We just have to take this piece out, and now we have another section to work on. So we'll do that. We'll stair step up on the back here. Okay. All right. Sit with us. So now we come down here, and somewhere over here was that line. So right here, I guess. Right, so it was this spot. Okay. Right. Which means that this side is going to need a little bit taking down as well, but for now, let's all right, phantoms. Enough of that. All right, going down. There we go. Yeah. What? How am I not hitting you? All right. Wait, where's my... Why does it do that? Like, if I would have dropped that in lava or something, that would have been just disappointing. Get away. Anyway, where is it at? It's here, isn't it? Right, so this, if we cut this over, okay. There we go. So now it's totally divided. Now we can take out this piece. Yeah. Take out this odd piece here, and then we'll have a nice, relatively rectangular piece there that we can work on. And we'll just take this little section down layer by layer. Because it's following roughly that path up there. Okay, good. Although that, I don't know if we'll remember it, but that coal layer should probably go at some point so we don't have something spawning on it. So having it get wider as we go down, I think, is not a bad idea. As we're roughing up, that way we don't have like little spaces like that where things can spawn in. And if we do that, we probably want to put glow like in those kind of spots, something to reduce the light level or increase the light level so that we can uh, control the mob spawning as much as possible. So the ones that steal our resources, we can, put where we want and keep them and move the mobs where we want them for the effect that we're going for. And not bad. So, oops. Okay, so maybe we'll just take this down 2 levels at a time. Right? Just back and forth there. That gets that out. Okay. And all right, so 32, almost there. And then we take this down 1 more level. This is 30. Okay. Drill through or mine through here, I guess. There we go. All right, let's grab a carrot. And okay. Now we can work on this chunk here. Okay. So we have a segment here. So we've got this segment here to work on. We have this segment here. So let's go up top. Oh. Do we have any? Okay, so with that, we can actually make that frees up a spot there. So we don't have any more wood on us, but we have a few more torches now. Okay, so we need to come up with a way to... Yeah, that's why I guess there's the suggestion that even Minecraft puts in the splash screens of putting a torch at your feet when you're mining up to help with the sand. Won't help with lava falling, will help with sand falling. Okay. Let's get rid of all the gravel for the next couple layers. All the exposed gravel. And then we can start cutting this down. Right. So let's do this. Okay. Perfect. Well, maybe we'll do it layer by layer. That, like we said earlier, that will let the gravel fall. So we'll have to do some tool switching for the first couple layers up top, but then we can focus more on letting a bunch of gravel fall and then taking out a shovel. So there'll be some context switching, but hopefully not too much. Okay. All right, so that's another layer down. That gets us to 38. Let's take out all of this. $38, so getting close. It's moving down to 37. Okay. Oop. Now we're down to 37. I think maybe 36 is where we'll go. Well, I guess we could try this and see if we really can do 37. Let's see if our reach really does work that well when we're running. And we can do kind of the quick mining that way. Right. Up to 85 likes. Not too bad. Thank you for all of the support. And there should be little animations and sounds for follows and just new likes. I don't know if multiple likes will trigger it. Okay. Where is it? This way, okay. All right, so we'll put some stuff over here. Okay, this stuff is stuff we can use more. First order stuff, the gunpowder, coal, leads, and whatnot we can use. We have all of our stuff on us. Okay. I think we were ready to start on this. I think it's here. Oops. All right, so cut through here. This is 30. Is this the line that we're cutting through? Yeah, I think it is. I think we have another line over here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Perfect. Let's start start working through this. Get a bunch of this gravel cut out, as much as we can. Okay. Now we should be able to back and forth this a little bit. Like we do layer 2, layer 1, and then we start on the upper layers. That technique seems to be working pretty well for us. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So we go through layer 2, layer 1. And this is the part where we're talking about that falls, so we can just get rid of the gravel on the ground versus having to do it layer by layer. Get rid of a bunch of gravel in here. Yeah, this is a lot of gravel. Alright, that's there's the gravel. Let's grab this gold ore here. We'll clean that up later, but that'll make cutting back and forth a little smoother. Alright, gonna go. Making pretty good progress here. I have to see if we can find a good screenshot or something here so that at least we have a little variety. Oops. On our blue sky and whatnot when we're our go live announcements, which if anyone is coming here from our blue sky announcements, let me know if you like the new format, including a screenshot instead of just letting it unravel the Twitch URL and doing that favicon kind of thing. So that does give us more like the logo, but less of the what's going on in the stream. So, but I'm less concerned about the logo if people are finding the channel. And I don't want to do anything that's sensationalized either. So hopefully it's useful thumbnail, like showing a little bit of what we're doing on. And occasionally we can do stylized images, but all right. So is this okay? This is a section to cut out. So that's 7 did work. So that is a thing we can do. Instead of cutting it down to 5, we can cut it down to 7. Okay. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. back and forth this, and when we get to this section, that'll probably be our stream for the day. As we mentioned at the top of the stream, we are still trying to do some of our writing stuff, so we do have some other meetings later in the day, so trying to accomplish some of our projects so that we can ideally continue doing this more frequently. Okay, so that's pretty good there. All right, now I think we can cut out the bottom. And we'll need to put some torches around to make sure that we... Hey, oh, that was close. Because if we're under something, I don't think they spawn above us. So as long as we're under here, we should be okay. So we'll just clear out all of this layer 2 down here. And then we'll go to layer 1, and then we'll start taking it down. Progress. Right. Get in there, get in there. Okay, so now we can start doing this, doing it layer by layer in these columns, and that seems to work pretty well. Okay. Did we get everything? No, we still have a little bit to go here on this column. Okay. Perfect. Get rid of that, okay. And then from the safety of under here, we can take out all this gravel. Make sure we don't have any more. Oh, okay. If you want to come down here, Phantom, you're welcome to get stuck. All right. Coming along. Yeah, we're just over an hour, so we'll get this finished up here, and then we're gonna switch over to our other projects. So we'll call our stream here. So we need to get rid of the gravel. Is there any more? Yeah, there's a little bit more gravel there. So that's that. Okay. All right. So here we go. Another there, another block. And go. Okay, so that's pretty good there. Let's. Which way is our? I think it's this way. Yeah. We're gonna drop off some stuff. Okay, so we can drop that off. I think these are things. Oh, yeah, we can drop some of this off here, so we can drop off that. Okay. Oh, we got a hidden on. Do I see anybody up there? Oh, he's hiding. Oh, they're spawning up there. Okay. Anyway. Can we do something maybe here? Like that. Back up a little. Oh, but can't get that in the shot. Oh, there we go. So okay, so we got a screenshot there, so we can save that and use that for a post for the. So with that, we're at our little over an hour mark, and yeah, as you mentioned, we need to get to some of our other projects. We do have a goal of getting to 2 hour stream, so the more people that join, the longer we'll stream. With the ultimate goal being, let's say 4 hours. I think that's probably the max stream we would do in a day outside of a special event. But that would take a fair amount of people. So for now, we're doing an hour stream to an hour and a half. And if you like the story-backed builds, you can follow us here or check us out on Linktree. So Linktree/MindTrickMedia. The link for that will be on our outro screen. I think !social will work. If it doesn't, let me know, and I can post that link in chat as well. And Linktree will have links to our TikTok here, our Twitch, YouTube, where the VODs are. You can also find like our mostly Lego build channel there. our Substack and other projects there. So if you like this, you can check us out there and see if there's anything else you'd like to follow. If you really like it, feel free to share it out. And with that, once again, thank you for joining day 545 of the Journey Begins. Tomorrow we will be on day 546. We'll be doing more of the mining here and probably dropping off some stuff over at Overmorrow if we don't do that off stream. So again, the plan for tomorrow is digging, and more digging here at the ravine. Thank you, Rosie, for the follow. You, Tadu, for the like, and everyone else for the likes. I appreciate all the support on TikTok, Twitch, and across all the socials. So with all of that, we will see you tomorrow when the journey continues.